Welcome back to Constructive Talks. You can reach us on YouTube at Constructive Talks LRW. You can go to mybubbleopinion.com to get the book series, My Bubble Opinion Evolution. So let's, I'm bringing this little short snippet to you, and it just causes, I think it's something to think about. I do, in my opinion, it is. And I'm gonna call this snippet how our body naturally deals with waste. All right. I think the first thing we think about is going to the bathroom. That's a good one because we do that daily, a few times a day or more as well. So think about that. Man, these birds sound amazing. So think about that. So I'm gonna ask a question. When we go to the bathroom, when we get up, or before we leave out, or before we flush the toilet, or even let the water out the tub or anything, do we turn around and play with our waste? That's pretty nasty, I think. I don't think that's a good, healthy thing to do at all. But think about it. When we eat or do some things, our body wastes, like sweat, waste, right? Boom. When you exhale, that's waste. That's something that your body didn't need, so you exhale, and whatever you didn't use, or whatever was used, boom, it comes out. So let's think about that. Waste. What does the body naturally do with waste? How does the body naturally process waste? So one, we know when we eat, guess what? It comes out of the lower half of our body. Or even if we eat something that's bad, what happens? We puke it up, right? We puke it up. Hey, that's not good for you. My body disagrees with that. Get it out. Your belly hurts, you get it out. Now let me transfer that to our mental. How does our body deal with waste? Right? And I'm gonna call waste dealing with things that are not yours or were not meant for you. Okay. So waste. How many times have we felt frustrated or angry because of something somebody else did? See, when our bodies say, hey, that's not for you, we get mad. We get headaches. We can get nauseated. We can get depressed. A lot of different things, man. Think about that. It just came to me that, okay, if I'm dealing with something that's not for me, I might get depressed. That's my body talking to me, telling me, hey, I can't process that. That's waste. You're having this headache or you're having these feelings because you're trying to validate processing waste, and the body says, no, stop. And until you stop, I'm going to put this pain on you to let you know I am trying to reject it. Naturally, I'm trying, let it go. Stop trying to verify, validate, and hold on to this waste because I can't take it. And that's the body talking. I can't take it. So if I can't take it, usually it's an uncomfortable experience when I'm trying to get it from your body. Of course, I'm talking in the body, right? This is the body talking. So think about it. How many times have you just felt confused about some things? Man, I don't know what to do. It's frustrating. I can't even define how I'm feeling. That's our bodies, our mind, our body saying, hey, that's not for you then. If we can't go through the process, just my opinion, if we can't go through the process of removing waste from our body without pain, without depression, without headaches, without confusion, without sadness, without hurting, without just being able to do it in a natural manner, we have to really assess how much we really truly care about ourselves and our well-being. Think about how much say-so do we have as we participate in our day, if we're participating in it. Maybe we are just the sheep. You know, I did a talk on that. Maybe we're just the sheep or the puppet for everybody else's life. That's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. Let's think about that for a hot second. Think about if you have strings attached to you. All these strings, right? And every day that you wake up, it's not you waking up. It's those strings lifting you up out of bed, making you sacrifice your life for others while they have options if they're going to sacrifice, or not even sacrifice, support you, but you're sacrificing yourself. Remember I talked about that? You know, if you support, usually you have a smile. If you sacrifice, usually you have a frown. And we may be having way more frowns in our life than we deserve. What if we start to allow those frowns to be when we sacrifice for ourselves, right? And I'm not saying negative frowns. I'm talking positive frowns, because sometimes it's hard to stay up to 3 in the morning to study for that test. That's difficult. You know, sometimes it's difficult to go to the gym a few times a week to try to just get in shape. Sometimes it's difficult to study a little longer and be that good leader that cares. You know, it's frowns in that, but it's self-sacrificed frowns, which are positive. And I gotta think about that puppet thing. Could you think about how society uses us as puppets with those strings? And let me work this out now. So when we're born, no strings. But as we grow older, we grow a string up to the controller. You know, with each passing day, each passing commercial, each passing folks speaking into our life, each passing media, each passing cultural conditioned tradition or advice passed down, those strings grow. And then after those strings grow up to the controller, what do? They get thicker. And what does it mean as they get thicker? We become stuck and rigid and say, hey, this is how I'm gonna live my life and this is okay. We validate it and say, hey, I can do this. We jump on that hamster wheel, and I'm gonna call it the hamster wheel of lost expectations, or the hamster wheel of unmet expectations, the hamster wheel of pain, the hamster wheel of indecisiveness, the hamster wheel of confusion, the hamster wheel of just it'll pass, the hamster wheel of I'll just pray about it, the hamster wheel, well, it'll be okay. Man, this hamster wheel can have any kind of label to it, but it's our self-induced label that we write on it. So think about, man, those strings getting bigger, and what if they turn into wire cables? Could you imagine the difficulty it is to cut those? But that's just society using us in this amazing life we was given as a puppet for its satisfaction. So my call to action would be cut those strings. Do not allow them to become cables. And allow our bodies, listen to our bodies as it naturally deals with waste and removes it from our bodies in space. That's the call to action. So thank you for listening to this snippet. All the information can be found in the description below. Have a blast today. Thank you for coming out. You know I love you. Later.